I want to have a wholehearted life, a wholehearted life, where no matter what's done or left undone, I belong and I'm enough. A wholehearted life, a wholehearted life, where I master the art of fun. Before we get started, I would just like to answer the two questions I get asked all the time. First question. That's one funny looking guitar, boy. What the heck do you call that thing? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a stick. I can pluck it like a bass. I can strum it like a guitar. But the cool thing is I'm just tapping the strings with both hands so I can play two parts at the same time, like a piano. Just tap this. I like to jokingly tell people that all I need to do now is have cymbals surgically implanted in my knees and I'll be a one-man band. And the second thing that happens to me all the time is people come out to me and they say, you know, you remind me of someone. I can't quite put my finger on it. Oh, yeah, right. Hey, hey, you know you look like Robin Thicke playing a stick. Robin Thicke, or maybe look like Simon Cowell without his scowl. Hey. I believe that every one of us in this room is good at something. In fact, good at many things. But what about being good, really good at something? What about mastering something? What's involved in that? I've been a performer for 40 years, and along the way I've learned some very simple skills that have helped me learn how to master playing bass, playing guitar, playing stick, songwriting, and voices too, now that I think of it. A lot more fun and a lot easier. And I believe strongly that if I were to share those skills with you today, that they would help you to master whatever it is that you are interested in mastering. Would that be helpful if I shared those things with you today?
Yes.
Cool. All right. There are 4 skills required to get really good at something or to master something. The first is to try something new. So trying something new, maybe that's, you know, learning some new software to improve the bottom line of your company. Maybe it's taking a Zumba class. Maybe it's attracting somebody into your life. Maybe it's picking up a musical instrument. I can still remember how I felt the first time that I saw Peter Gabriel's bass player, Tony Levin, playing one of these things. Guy walked out on stage, he looked like a god. He's 6'4", bald, mustache, just like really, you know, commanding. And he's playing 2 parts at the same time, bass and stick. And I just looked at him and I went, oh yeah, baby, I have got to get me one of those. So here I am all these years later. So you probably know what it's like, what that thing is that you're interested in that's new. It's kind of, you're curious about it. It kind of won't leave you alone. It's just sort of playing at the corners of your mind all the time. So what would it be like if you just said yes to that curiosity? What if you just went and tried that thing? Do that thing, ooh, that thing that makes you sing, whatever feeds your soul, whatever makes you whole, whatever makes you feel, whatever makes you heal, whatever makes you sure, whatever makes you pure, whatever makes you sing, sing. Do that thing. So to master something, you have to be willing to ask for help. Now, I'm a guy. I'm not programmed to ask for help. I don't ask for directions. We know this, right, guys?
Yes.
Right? We take this sacred oath at birth, I think. No thanks, I'm fine. But seriously, what made a big change for me in my process with this instrument is when I reached out to other players. When I found the stick community, I found other players, I found the great players, the people who taught. And within a very short time, I not only was having a lot more fun, but I was learning a lot more and a lot more quickly. So what would it be like if you were willing to ask for help with something that was new in your life, whatever's calling you, whatever you're curious about? Help me if you can, I need some answers, and I do appreciate that you're a master. Help me reach my destination faster. Won't you please, please help me, help me, help me. Thank you. So number 3, to master something, we have to be willing to be uncomfortable. Well, we all know what uncomfortable sounds like, right? No, I can't. This is too hard. I'm too old. I don't have the money. I don't have the resources. I don't have the time. Stop it. You're just making me feel bad. Right? We all know that voice. So I'd like you all to take a minute now and turn to the person sitting next to you, and in your whiny voice, say what you hear in that voice. What is being said inside of your head when you're in that place of being uncomfortable, that place of like, no, I just can't. Let's try it for a second.
Are you trying to generate the whine, or is, have you backed that person?
I can't whine! I can't whine!
That's uncomfortable.
So try as I might, when I first started playing stick, it didn't come together easy. I had to learn to play bass lines just with one hand, not plucking with the other hand. Then I had to add chords on top. And then I had to get used to singing on top of that. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I had to do all that without looking at my fingers. Because if you're looking down at your fingers, you can't connect with your audience, right? So it's all these layers of things that I had to learn. And it was hard. I couldn't get it right away. I sucked. But I had to stay with it. I had to keep going past that uncomfortable inner voice that we all have, right? So my question is, are you willing to be uncomfortable? Are you willing to be in that place and just get started somewhere, wherever that somewhere is, and jump right in? Both feet are in and I'm not turning back, 'cause even if I get busted, or maybe lose my shell, I'll be a better man for it, or with some tales to tell. Once I decide to move forward, the universe will move too. And it's not what I do, it's how I do it that's gonna see me through. Yeah, I'm gonna jump right in. Yes, I'm gonna jump right in. You know I'm gonna jump right in to find out I can fly. Yeah, I'm gonna jump right in. You know I'm gonna jump right in. You know I'm gonna jump right in. Yes, I'm gonna jump right in. You know I'm gonna jump right in to find out I can fly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, skill number 4. If you want to learn how to master something, you have to stick with it. You have to be persistent. So, sure enough, that's what I did. I just kept playing my stick. I stuck with my stick, and I got better. Remember what it was like when we all learned how to drive? That moment of like, oh my God, Cheryl, I have no idea. You know, with my right foot, I'm going to have to go from the gas to the brake to the gas. If I'm driving standard, I've got to be able to manipulate this thing in the floor and this thing over here. I've got to look in the rearview mirror. I've got to look over my shoulder to check my blind spot. I've got to look in the mirrors. I don't think I could cope. Right? And then what happens? Sometime later, however long that is, 6 months, a year later, the same person's barreling down the highway, right? Radio's blaring. I got the moves like Jack. I got the moves, right? And you're chomping on a Big Mac and you're putting on your mascara in the mirror. Come on, girls. I know. I know it goes on, right? All these things which did not correlate, seemed overwhelming, come together in this cohesive whole. And all that was necessary was to just keep repeating it until you got it. So that's my question. Are all of you willing to just stick with whatever it is that you want to master until you get it? Little by little, bit by bit, I know that I can make my way. Little by little, bit by bit, day by day. little by little, bit by bit, day by day. All right, then, let's review, shall we? To obtain mastery, to get really good at something, to demystify mastery, to walk away from perfectionism for the rest of your life, there are four steps. 1, being willing to try something new. 2nd, being willing to ask for help. Number 3, being willing to be uncomfortable. And the 4th, being willing to be persistent or to stick with something. So, are you willing to do those things in whatever it is that you'd like to master in your life?
Yes.
Excellent. That is the correct answer. All right, here we go. I say yes.
Yes.
To a brand new dance. Yes.
Yes.
To a helping hand. Yes.
Yes.
To making progress, just stick with it and say yes. Mastery. That's what works for me. Better than perfection. Limitless is what I am. Yes, I know I can choose a new direction. Heeding the call, having it all. Peace of mind is mine. I say yes, yes. To a brand new dance, yes.
Yes.
To a helping hand, yes.
Yes.
To making progress, just stick with it. I'm saying yes, and I say yes.
Yes.
To a brand new dance, yes.
Yes.
To a helping hand, yes.
Yes.
To making progress, just stick with it and say yes. I say yes, yes. To a brand new dance, yes.
Yes.
To a helping hand, yes.
Yes.
To making progress, just stick with it and say yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you.